Hi, my name is Dr. Patricia Pimentel-Selassie. I'm a naturopathic doctor here in Brooklyn, New York, and today I want to talk about joint health. Here's my model of the vertebrae in your spine. This is your back, and your front would be located over here. Now, a lot of patients come and tell me things like, oh, my bones are aching, my bones feel horrible, but what they're actually talking about is any place in between bones that bend. So your elbow, your wrist, your shoulder, your shoulder rotates, your elbow's like a hinge, your knee is another joint, your hips, and in the vertebrae and in your back is the spine, which bends forward and backwards and side to side. What happens after years and years and years of us using our joints, there's natural wear and tear that happens. So in between the bones, there's rubbery end caps that sit on the bottom right here of the bone and also on the top of the next bone underneath it. And these are two rubbery end caps. We'll call it cartilage, okay, because that's what it's called. And the cartilage actually gets worn down, splits happen, and in between what's represented by this blue is the joint space. So what happens is the cartilage wears down and the joint space gets more and more narrow. And then you actually have rubbing of bone on bone, and it can be really painful. So what we want to do is we want to do things to actually heal that joint space. Okay, so different things that you can do is, first of all, concentrate on your food. Okay, your food is really important. Here's some foods. This is some local organic produce that I got. You've got some mustard greens. You have some collard greens. We also have some beets, root vegetables. We have some carrots. These are really great anti-inflammatory foods that help your body to heal. You want to avoid things like sugar and carbohydrates, refined carbohydrates that cause inflammation in your body. When you have inflammation spinning out of control, it's going to create more pain in between the joints. The second thing you want to do is, a lot of people when they're in pain, they think about guarding their joints or holding their joints still. But to be honest, there's no actual blood supply that goes into the joint. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to pump nutrition in. So you want to move the joints. That's how you bring nutrition into the joints. So a lot of people, especially as you get older, it's really hard to exercise. So if you're having a difficult time exercising, just even moving your joint is really important. So this is one of my favorite ones. You can just hold your arms up here and you can shake your hands. It's something as simple as this. Okay, and then if you let your hands down, you can actually feel the circulation pumping up into your hands, and I can feel the circulation and the blood flowing into my joints. Okay, so that's something that you can do. You just simply shake, and real easy shake to allow circulation and movement to come into the joints. Okay, if your exercise ability is limited, of course, if you can lift weights and you can go run in the treadmill and you can do the elliptical and you can go for a walk, do that. Okay, but if you're elderly and you have a hard time, you can just sit down and shake your hands. Okay, so movement. The third step is actually nutrition itself. Okay, and then with nutrition, you want to take two avenues of approach. Number one is you want to stop the inflammation. Like I say, inflammation happens when the joint is starting to deteriorate, and you want to cut that inflammation pathway so it doesn't spin out of control. So you can do that with these types of supplements. Number one is turmeric. This is what turmeric looks like. It's a root vegetable. It looks sort of like ginger. Turmeric is the yellow part of curry, so you can actually cook with turmeric. You can use curry. You can put a scoop of turmeric into your rice. You can add turmeric just into a regular vegetable stir fry with those vegetables that I showed you earlier. That would be a great meal for your joints. This is Biocurcumin 5-loxin. This is actually a patented form. Biocurcumin is actually a patented form of turmeric that's very bioavailable, and it gets into your joints. Traditionally, turmeric is hard to absorb. You can at least get it into your joints with Biocurcumin. Here are some other anti-inflammatory nutrients. Good old-fashioned fish oils. This is Ultimate Omega by Nordic Naturals. Fish oils are anti-inflammatory. And then this one is Inflamune. Inflamune is a product from Perniculus, which is the green-lipped mussel. It contains a fatty acid called ECT. And the Perniculus has been shown in the research to get into the joints and take inflammation out of the joints. Okay, so that's the first avenue of approach, anti-inflammatory nutrients. But the thing is if you only focus on anti-inflammatory nutrients, you're only going to get yourself out of pain, but you're not actually really doing anything to correct the problem. You're not encouraging the rebuilding or the reconstruction of your joints. And thank God we have things that can do that as well. So this is my favorite, collagen. Collagen is sourced from beef, so unfortunately if you're a vegetarian you won't be able to take this, but beef collagen can help. Collagen comes from the Greek word kala, meaning glue, so it contains the structural protein that makes all cartilage, tendons, and ligaments. And it's a powder. All you would have to do is put a couple scoops into your morning shake, or you can mix them into yogurt. And it doesn't have to be a dairy yogurt. It could be an anti-inflammatory yogurt like coconut yogurt or almond yogurt. This is hyaluronic acid with devil's claw. This is actually from mineral base, so it is a vegetarian formula. Hyaluronic acid nourishes the fluid that you find in the joint spaces here. And if you nourish the fluid in the joint space, then you feed baby chondrocyte cells, which grow up to become adult cartilage. So you're actually nourishing that joint space, nourishing that fluid, that synovial fluid in the joint space, and encouraging the rebuilding or the regrowing of cartilage. And that's with hyaluronic acid. Okay, and then the final, sometimes I just want to point out to you this product. This is Joint HX, but there's many products out there. Just make sure you ask your naturopathic doctor for a good high quality brand. This one has both anti-inflammatory nutrients and joint building nutrients in there. So you can sometimes find a product out there that has everything all in one. Okay, so please ask your naturopathic doctor for a very good quality joint formula. Okay, so there you have it. If you want good joint health, you want to definitely eat good anti-inflammatory foods. You want to make sure that you're moving your joints, and you want to take nutritional supplementation to help take away the inflammation and rebuild the joint. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Let's stay connected. Please sign up on my website at brooklynnaturopath.com.